All right. Do you feel like God is so far from you, or that you're so far from God? Or maybe you don't want to be in that position again where you are so far from God and you feel like God is so far from you. So, first things first, you have a spirit. That spirit is the immaterial part of your being, it is not your soul. It is called your human spirit. Now, that human spirit is what you use to relate with God. That spirit plays a role in you worshiping God because Jesus says God is spirit. And those that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. So if you are to know God, your spirit is going to play a key role. All right, now what is your heart and what's the role of your human heart? So according to Proverbs 4, verse 23, above all else, guard your heart. For everything you do flows from it. So we can say that your heart is a place within you from where flows everything you do. So whether you are thinking evil or you are thinking good, it flows from your heart. Whether you are doing good or you're doing evil, it flows from your heart because your heart carries your intention, your heart carries your motives. All right, now consider how important your heart is. Jesus says to these people, they draw near to me with their lips, but their hearts are far away from me. Meaning that these people say with their mouths that, I want to follow Jesus, I want you. But their hearts are far away from him. So your heart will reveal your true state. In fact, in the Old Testament, God tells the Old Testament prophet Samuel that man looks at the outward. Humans look at the body. However, God looks at the heart. God looks at the heart of a person. That's what God judges. So, in order to stay fervent for God, that is passionate, loving God, zealous for God, you need to be careful of the things that you let in to your heart and the things that you let out of your heart. For example, how you speak can affect your heart. What you think towards someone else can affect your heart. What you watch will affect your heart. And how you receive the things people do to you will affect your heart. Now that's why we have things such as prayer and the Word of God. Because what the Word of God does is that it reveals to you what is in your heart. And it also instructs you on what to do in order to guard your heart better. What happens in prayer is that we are bringing ourselves before God, and then God cleanses us of all these things that we either could have done or the things that we would have received into our heart. Because what you receive into